Well, we've got a Mustang 880 wheel loader here. Got leaking power steering cylinder on the right side of the machine, so we took the door off for easier access. Took the floor panel off. There's our steering cylinder. Get to go all the way back there. It looks a little easier on the camera, to be honest. And then this little bolt here takes that pin, and we got to try to get that out from the top. We'll bring you guys with us. Well, we had to take that screw out from up by the pedal here. Right between those two wrenches and that slot, there's a bolt. Take that out, and this pin goes all the way up. And I could not believe how easy it was to bring that out of there. And then we've got a hydraulic hose, do the 1-inch wrench. And then we take the fender off back here, boys. So we got ourselves a workbench. And we can see back here. And right there is the top of where that pin was. And we got another bolt here. That was in there. Just like that. From front to back. With a little locking nut that, let's see here, locking nut that went real slow all the way. Anyway, so after we pulled that bolt out, that big pin dropped right down there in the frame, and then we had another hydraulic hose on the back, and there it was. Steering cylinder was born from this Mustang 880. We can't find immediate parts, so we're going to either have to order a replacement or pull it apart and see what it takes to rebuild this thing. Well, pardon the mess. Not responsible for accidents. We got this Mustang 880 cylinder out. We got it cleaned up, and I just popped it loose here. I was so surprised. A couple of taps of the hammer and it popped loose. So we are winning up to this point, but we'll see what parts this thing needs. Well, we got the gland pushed in here. Threads used to be out here where the this nut was. So we got the threads pushed in about 3/4 of an inch, and then we got this coil retaining ring off of here. And now we're going to pull that gland out and see what we got. Oh, one note, if you are trying this at home, make sure you're using a brass or a bronze or a aluminum or a copper punch to punch that gland in there. You don't want to damage the threads or that gland. Then you'll be looking for expensive parts. Well, we just got it pulled out in all of its glory here. Might get lucky and just have to replace a few seals. Well, we did get it fully disassembled. Got that out. Got everything apart. We did figure out what the issue was. Look at that. That'll cause a leak. It was seeping out pretty heavily every time I turned. But we're going to go ahead and get all the seals replaced. It was not too bad of a job to get it out. It probably took us less than half an hour to get the cylinder out. I've got a buddy who works for a hydraulic company, rebuilds cylinders and identifies these for a living, so we're going to let the professionals take care of that, and then we'll get it put back together. Well, we got the new seals in. It's $40 for all the seals, and we're pretty happy that that was all that it needed at this point. You got plenty of grease on here for installation. We're just getting ready to put it back together here, so we're just about done with this project. Well, we've got the barrel lubed up here, got the gland lubed up here, and piston lubed up here. We're getting ready to put it back together. Hopefully everything goes well here. Looks like it's gonna go together okay. Hopefully everything moves well when we get it together. Okay, we've got the gland tapped in with a brass punch, and we just installed this retaining ring that holds it. And just double checking that this thing is seated in here. Which it is. And we're gonna tap this thing out until it we're gonna tap the gland out using the cylinder, the shaft, and get this thing put back together. Well, we got it in. It is going up and down pretty well. We're gonna tighten this nut up. Give it one little more, and then make sure this shaft goes up and down nice like it does. Clock it in different directions. Just make sure it's happy. Yeah. So we're gonna get to putting that thing back in now. Well, we're back. We got her installed. Got the pins in. Got the pins in. The pins in. The hydraulics hooked up. Everybody's happy. We gave her a test run and she's solid. And then we look over here and we get to do it again. Yay!